Hello, ALM. Welcome. Oh, I feel like every week we have one of these modifiers that's trying to slow down the game, either cage match or the immovable object. It's kind of funny that this week we have both of them. Oh, man. Hey, Gark. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Oh, the Galio one is annoying. Oh, for the nightmares. Yeah, I think we might do these potentially tomorrow. But yeah, this does seem pretty annoying. Although I think for this one, Vex is often pretty good with the immovable oh, goodness. Immovable object. Oh, it's my sparkling water. All the carbonation is trying to make me burp. Yeah, when these came out, I thought they were good in theory to really change the way you play, but it just slows down the game, and it's often more frustrating than actually fun. Especially the fact we see it, like, seemingly every week. I only do one weekly per day, haven't even looked at the 5 and 6.5 ones. Oh. Alright, so today we're continuing our testing with Ekko for the Condenser relic. So another rare relic build. So going for Chemtech Duplicator, Condenser, and Grand General's Counterplan. The general plan is to try to copy the Fallen Feline to get as many copies of this as we can, because every time we make one of these, they make a crystal. So we're going to try to get a bunch of crystals, potentially try to save them until we get to the 6 mana, and then we can just nuke the entire enemy board by having them all being doubled. We're also going for the Grand General's Counterplan, because this will make another Ekko, which gives us draw, so that can try to help us draw one of those crystals, although they are in the bottom 10. But then also we can get some parallel convergences. So if we have a board full of the cats, if we trigger this, all those ephemeral copies will count as being summoned, and so all of those will then plant even more crystals. So it's a very specific condenser build, whereas a lot of the other ones, there's a lot of different targets for us to hit. I mean, still with Ekko, if we hit some of the other ones, like the Practical Perfectionist, it can be fine, or even like the Veteran Investigator. But we're really, goodness, we're really aiming for the Fallen Feline. Now, we do have our Ekko at the 5 stars, so some of the bigger things we're getting is like Sorcery as well as Mana Flow. We're not necessarily trying to have it be too crazy, so trying to go for full rare relics. Hey, Long. Let's grab this here. Who do we want to go up against? Who would be a decent target for us? I think let's actually do something. I think we're going to go into Fizz. For one, the Surging Tides, this is actually going to cancel out our Sorcery, because we're getting our mana refilled anyways. And we do want to have the run be a little bit more relatable for people that don't have higher level characters. So this pretty much relegates, nullifies, I think there's another word that I'm looking for, our 4-star, which is actually not bad, but the fact that we draw a spell is actually going to be pretty big for us, because this can help us get some of our important cards. It negates, that could be the one, yeah. Our 4-star. And so this will be interesting. Who do you think we're going to get next patch? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and load in here. While we do, we'll just drop our first ad break. That way people don't get hit by the pre-rolls. But we'll pause, so don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. Hey, Happy Potato. Welcome. Oh. Kale, please. I would be very happy if it was Kale. It is interesting that based on the wording of their tweet or post, it seems like we're only getting one champion, which, yeah, I'm not sure about, because normally they've done 2. But since this month is the month after Christmas break, maybe they didn't have enough time to get 2 ready. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see what we get. I kind of have mixed feelings when we get like only 1 champion. On the one hand, it makes it easier for me to just focus on covering that champion instead of splitting my focus between 2, but that is a little sad. Yeah, we are getting another brand new adventure. Hello, LOR Never Die. Welcome. Kale or Zoe for Targon. That would be nice. I'm more interested in Kale. But yeah, if we could get Kale next patch, that would be great. I don't think I have a Targon Crystal. No, I have Shurima. I know that one. Yeah, new map will be very nice. Alright, everyone should be getting back. Let's go and look for a power here. Grit, Lion Weight. I don't think I necessarily care about any of these. So let's try to do a reroll here. Game start, draw 2. So the issue with this, if we weren't going against Fizz, I'd probably go for this one. But you can very quickly run into a problem in this adventure specifically, where you just have too many cards because you're drawing an extra card every single round. And we already have a lot of draw baseline. So I think if we get this, we're just going to end up overdrawing very quickly, which is definitely going to be an issue. Haunting Hall actually isn't terrible for us, but I think I'll do another reroll. Fury, Created Ally. I think we'll go for this. We can generate a lot of created units, especially with some of our kind of bigger OP spells like Parallel Convergence. So yeah, I think let's grab this. And let's go for Corsair. New patch waiting room. Yeah. My crackpot theory is we're getting all the bite mark champions in this year. I mean, I would say that's kind of a crackpot theory. I guess we don't have most of them. I guess we have Darius. Yeah, like, especially if you consider getting them at 6 stars, most of them we don't have. Alright, Ekko, not bad. This is actually decent. I think we'll get rid of one of the iterative improvements, because we still need to try to draw the cat. I think let's drop this guy first. Alright, let's go for a Time Winder. Although, what do we want to discard? I actually like most of these. I think let's actually get rid of the Veteran Investigator. Actually, we won't be able to kill that guy. Still, let's get him down. Alright, Fallen Feline, fantastic. Alright, so we could go for Ekko. We could drop Fallen Feline immediately. If we drop Ekko, we're not really going to be able to play anything else. I think let's actually drop this. And he also won't be able to attack either. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so it is pretty good that we're already getting a lot of these crystals. That's actually great for us. Do we want to go for Time Winder? Sure. Yeah, we can let this one die. 8 to the enemy nexus. Okay, I think we'll drop a crystal just to take care of that. Alright, pretty good. We can drop our Ekko. We'll be able to get an attack going.
I love it when things converge like that. What made you jump like that?
All right, so we go for a called shot, time trick. I think let's drop this here. Another one, not too bad.
Do my own stunts.
So we do have a little bit of an issue where Ekko's not strong enough to kill this unit, but the Time Winder can fix that.
Can't leave until you win.
Alright, so we could kind of delay this and drag the game out a little bit more, but we can actually end right here. Pretty good the amount of cats we got, and we did get a good amount of crystals already.
Pink back.
GG. Honestly, the cat and the Hexite crystals are like one of my favorite mechanics. I love it. I think it's so fun. Oh. Get excited, discard 1, draw 2. Yeah, I think that's okay. It'll help us kind of get through our cards a little bit faster. I feel like Seraphine would probably be the best. Yeah, let's go ahead and go here. Let's see. So we have Slotbot, Gold Chest. Both of these are very annoying, but let's go for the Kelp Maidens. Still like PTSD from the last time I went for Zap Spray Fin. It's so much worse than you think it's going to be. Let's get rid of the Acorn. And I think we can hold in the rest. We really like having our Iterative Improvement and our Fallen Feline in our opening hand. Really nice. Yeah, we grab Time Trick. Keep playing more cats. Oh, good. They didn't hit this one. When you play a spell, grant my bearer 1/1. I'm worried that they're going to prank this card. So I think we'll still drop this first. All right, we got a crystal. So she could get a capture going. I think we'll hold off for now. All right, 3 cats turn 1. That's pretty good. We're not going to bother attacking. We kind of want them to stay alive if we can help it. All right, let's drop our Ekko.
If it isn't that cat I rescued this morning.
So yeah, we can attack like this, but I think let's do a predict. Perfect.
Oh, right. I remember this.
We're trying to wait until we get to the 6 mana if possible. All right, Ekko's not going to be strong enough to block anything. I think we'll just leave these 2. We could drop one of them to kill the Otterpuss, but I think we're okay. Oh, rude. So yeah, not quite enough. All right, 7 cards, not the worst. I think let's drop our Seraphine.
Splitting the timeline.
Oh man, that got a bunch of upgrades from her Guardian Orb. So I think if we drop both of these, we'll be able to clear their board and actually probably attack them in the game. So it's like we can copy a cat, or we can copy the crazy Acorn. GG. It is crazy the different combos you can do with Ekko. Like, we haven't even done anything too crazy yet, but he does have a lot of interesting spells. Caustic Rift, low I cost 2 less. Deal 3 to all enemies. That doesn't sound too bad. Alright, let's see. Golden Chest. And then Squeaker. Oh, it'll be nice it'll be nice when the patch comes out. I think they also listed quality of life improvements, and that kind of has me excited because I was just thinking yesterday how there's been issues that have been in the game for a really long time, like the fact that when you re-roll a power, you can get the exact same power again. Really wish that would be fixed. Then there's also some of like the counters for people on the side. For like Set, he's supposed to have a counter for how much mana you've spent for your star powers. Apparently that's gone when you hit your 3 stars, so that's kind of just like a small little bug that needs to be tweaked. So having a patch focusing on quality of life would actually be really nice. Let's get rid of all 3 of these. All right, let's drop our cat. I think we can drop this here. Veteran Investigator wouldn't be bad, but I think having an elusive would be nice. Let this get an attack in. What's their power again? All right, let's... actually, if we drop Ekko, he can't actually really help us too much. He'll be able to help us next round, but not really with this attack. I think we'll go here. And we're going to go for a Time Winder to kill most of these. And sure, let's try to reduce down the damage we're taking a little bit. Suppose we could go right here, though. All right, not bad. Yeah, getting Ekko on the board is nice so that he can start going with his Grand General's counter plan, but
Come on, cat.
we sometimes need to just protect ourselves a little bit more. So yeah, Ekko's attack really isn't great.
Stunts.
Let's try to attack like this. I guess we'll try to play the Technician first. So this would be able to kill their little Dipper. We are going to get another Fallen Feline. I think let's use this and maybe kill both these units.
Look out.
We don't want to get overwhelmed. All right, Time Trick. Sure. I guess, yeah, we should have played that Fallen Feline first there.
Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time.
All right, we're at 6 stars. So now when we play something, it's going to get doubled. We could go for Inspired Plans, but I'm a little bit worried about them being able to immediately attack. And we might need the mana. So we're going to play our called shots first, and then we're going to try to play some time tricks. We do have a lot of cards, though. Time tricks are burst. Hex Tech crystals are burst.
Just out of reach. Took a few timelines, but you're okay now, right?
All right, let's drop one of these right away just to get them out of hand. Because when we predict, we want to be sure we can try to find some more. We'll go for the Parallel Convergence. All right, we have a crystal. Fantastic. Let's actually skip that one.
Deja vu isn't what it This is for Dawn.
All right, so another crystal doing a good amount of damage.
These are my streets.
All right, trying to reduce down the damage we're taking as much as possible, but these are some pretty big overwhelm units.
A little bit of future firepower. Will
But there goes their whole board.
Just out of reach.
Not bad.
Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time. Top side.
Fine. GG. Nice. Which champion from Runeterra region do you think has the best compromise between fun and strength? I haven't looted much resources for it, so I don't know them very well. I would say Fiddlesticks. He is both very fun and is very strong. His kind of gimmick and mechanic of the nightmares is a good time. He has an interesting playstyle where since he goes out of your hand immediately, you always draw your support champion, which can be interesting as well because then you can try to build around them a little bit more. So yeah, for Runeterra, I would go for Fiddlesticks. I think he's the strongest Runeterra champion overall once you fully max him out. But even before then, just leveling him, I think he's a lot of fun. Create 2 Enraged Yetis in your deck. Sure. Yeah, Invoke's not bad, but this can be okay. Alright, we have a lot of gold. Let's go for the shop, see if we can get a decent power here. I think let's do a reroll. Summon 2 husks. So those would benefit from the Biggle Dust, making them massive, and so anything we play then would be huge. So that's actually not too bad. Then yeah, I think I'm fine. What do we want to cut? I normally don't like the Aeronaut. Let's go for Poppy.
Huh? You want me? Well, okay.
Forgot about Fiddle, was only thinking Aatrox, Evelyn, Nico. I mean, yeah, there's also Jhin. There's a good amount of Runeterra champions. I like Evelyn, but I think sometimes her playstyle can get a little bit too repetitive. Aatrox is fun, but you can just get stat checked. So he kind of can fall off until you max him out a little bit more. And then Nico often can just get a little annoying. I think let's get rid of the Practical Perfectionist and even the Acorn. Can I get advice on account progression? I want to overcome arcane challenges. And I have these challenges: Kaisa Lux, Volibear Morgana. All of them is 2 stars. I have Wild Fragments for only 1 upgrade. Which of them should I upgrade in short term and in long term? Morgana is incredibly good. She is... It takes a while to win with her. She can be very slow, but she has debatably the best control in the entire game. And so she can cheese a lot of challenges where you just lock down the entire board, the enemy isn't able to play anything, and she is able to absolutely dominate. So out of the ones you listed, especially for low investment, Morgana looks like the best there. Also, she is dual region, so anything that needs Targon or Demacia, she can count for. So if you have a very limited roster and you need to try to get those rewards, she can be flexible. Now note, if you use Morgana for like, if it has the requirements for both Demacia and Targon, I don't think you can use Morgana for both of them. But a lot of the different challenges might just only have one of those. Like it might only want Runeterra, or not Runeterra, it might only want Demacia or Targon. So it makes her a little bit more flexible there. So yeah, play with your Morgana, try to get her upgraded to 3 stars, and she can really help you win a lot of games that most of the champions won't be able to. Here, I think let's drop our Fallen Feline. You're welcome. Another Fallen Feline, nice. Place this on the top of the enemy deck. Honestly, not the worst. I think we'll save Seraphine to try to get rid of their Poppy. Let's go for the Yeti Yearling. This would also give us our Fallen Feline again, which isn't too bad because we got to play them multiple times then. And we can attack with both of these. Nothing they have is strong enough to stand up. We could hold on to the Caustic Rift. But I think let's try to do this for the extra draw. Yeah, Kaisa is great, but she's great at like 6 stars. She can be kind of rough early on. They blew all their mana on Poppy, and Poppy's champion spell is the main way they keep removing our units, so getting Poppy off the board is great. So let's drop our Seraphine to just immediately try to get rid of that. I think let's drop this. Alright, so let's drop our Echo to get our Condenser going.
It isn't that cat I rescued this morning. Finally, an audience with taste.
Alright, so we can go ahead and attack like this. We'll hold Seraphine back. We don't want her to die. And yeah, let's
I just calibrated her.
get this going. So we'll do 2 damage here. That way his quick attack will actually be enough to kill them.
Time to shine.
Alright, not bad.
Just out of reach.
Sad that we don't have mana for our
Hey, careful. Not everyone
Predict.
can toss you through time. This is 2 body stance.
Well, those are conveniently both at the 5 health.
The timeline.
So this is going to be overkill, but I still want to kill them both, so drop this here. Could have done a lot of damage to their Nexus, but want to get rid of that. Alright. Little annoying, but not the end of the world. Let's go here for the Predict. Sure.
Reeks of time anomalies.
Let's play some of these to just buff up some of our units since we have the mana. Although, yeah, playing this we have a full board, so we'd kind of lose out on some of the effects.
Time to shine.
Alright, great. We can actually use our Parallel Convergence. We could wait for our Echo, but they have a lot of slow spells we don't really want to deal with.
I just calibrated her.
With all these casts, they're all going to make more. GG. Alright, going pretty well. Also, we'll get another Battle Pass. That'll be fun. Power Rift, Quick Strike. I think we'll go for the Power Rift because we'd be able to then play Echo turn 1. He'd be able to consume those husks and get really big. So that'd be very, very nice. Alright, let's see for a power here. Memory Game can be okay. It would be a created card. Yeah, we can go for it. Spells or cutting a card. I think cutting a card would be nice, so we can try to get a little bit more consistency going. So yeah, let's go down here for Tenor of Terror. Yeah, I think for my low-level account that I haven't played in forever, I think Morgana was one of the ones I prioritized just because she can cheese so many challenges and get wins very early. I think this is fine. This looks like a pretty decent starting hand for us. Alright, so we can drop this here. Nice that we're getting Spell Shield right away. So we'll be able to attack with our Fallen Feline and immediately start making copies.
Took a few timelines, but you're okay now, right?
That sucks. Well, kind of jinxed that a little bit. I think let's actually go for the Inspired Plans just so we can get some more scaling going. And we're not going to play anything. We want to save the mana for our Predict right here. Nice.
All coming back to me now.
So we'll actually be able to play the Fallen Feline, and then we'll get a copy of this next round from our memory game.
Everyone can toss you through time.
Perfect.
Just out of reach. I got you, little guy. Could have sworn you said something.
Probably should hit the one that's faded.
Just out of reach. Hey, careful. Not
All right, we're
everyone
trying to
can
drop
toss
these guys so that we could get some more crystals going. Let's
you- I remember this.
go for the rift. Sadly, it's not decreased. I was hoping we could maybe pair this with the crystal together to kind of wipe their board, but that's not really going to be the case. So we can drop this. That's going to kill a lot of people. We could go for the get excited here to also kill that one.
Well, you had a future.
Yeah, I think this will be... Wait, that one's still surviving. Oh yeah, it's just doing 2 damage. I don't want to get rid of all of my cats. But I think we'll have one of them die. Sadly. Alright, so they're going to have more removal spells, so they're going to have other ways to kill the Fallen Feline. So if we don't attack immediately,
This is my future.
then it's probably going to die. I think let's go for a called shot. We have 9 cards, and we're going to make 2, because Ekko's going to make one, and the cat is also going to be another one that gets made. Playing the Get Excited is also not going to help, because by playing this, we're going to be drawing another card. So I think let's use a Time Winder to discard that one. We're just trying to make sure we have enough stuff so we can play everything.
Just out of reach. Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time.
Let's try to go for a Time Trick first.
I love it when things converge like that.
Ekko is definitely a champion where you do want to do a lot of thinking. Sure, let's drop another one here. Alright, I think we'll save this one for next round. This one will get discarded. And yeah, we have a lot of cards. Oof, that is not good. We want to use a Parallel Convergence, and that is really hurting that. Oh well. Alright, let's try to hit this up right here.
Coming through.
I guess we still have a full board regardless. And then with this crystal, because we have so many Echoes, they all have Chemtech Duplicator. So it's going to get cast so many times. GG. Morgana uses rare relics and has long-term control power and gets even better when you get her to 4 and 5 stars. Yes, Morgana is super good in the fact that she is very approachable. She's one of the best champions you can pick up and start dominating right away, even with a full rare relic build. I think we'll go for the Inspired Plans. Let's hit up this healer. What card do we want to get rid of? I think we'd actually get rid of the Get Excited. Let's go here for a shop. Hex Obliterator. Drum Solo. We have like 1 equipment. But sure, we could maybe Make that a little bit better. I think we're fine. Let's go for the shop up here. So let's go for a shark trainer. And as that's going on, another ad's wanting to go through. So if you need to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, anything, go ahead and do that right now. We'll pause and wait for you. You have a minute and a half. Plus Morgana has dual reach requests. Yes. We went over all of that earlier, but I'm guessing you just came in now a little bit after. Yeah, Morgana's one of the best champions. Actually, just writing that down, I might want to use that as a video idea of letting people know. Like, I've done videos before of telling people who are like really good starter champs, but it might make another one of like best champs to focus on early, just so you can kind of progress the fastest. Yeah, there's some champions that they take so much investment that they're not worth really focusing on early. Which honestly, I could probably do potentially 2 videos, one of like best champions to focus on, and then best champions to just avoid. All right, everyone should be back. Let's get rid of the drop order, but the rest is excellent. Nice to have Ekko, Fallen Feline, Iterative Improvement. Part of cutting so many cards from our deck just makes us so much more consistent. We could have equipped one of them so they'd be having slightly more stats. There's a problem with trying to play fast for an audience is you kind of don't always take the time to think through everything. I feel like Ashe is one of those. Her 6-star just changes everything. Yeah, I would say with Ashe, she can be fine early, but she definitely gets a massive improvement from both her 4-star and then her 6-star. All right, we can let that go through. Time Winder could actually be pretty nice. Sure. All right, we'll attack like this. They might kill this unit, but we're getting another copy of it, so it's not the worst. 1 damage. Sure, make our Ekko a little bit bigger, and it'll give us another blocker. Although, yes, there goes our 1 mana for the time trick. Let's drop this here. Since it's the last card we play, we're going to get another copy next round, which will be awesome. Yeah, this Caustic Rift is looking really good.
Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time.
All right, so we'll drop this here. That will help kill a couple of their units. I think let's go for the Time Winder. That will help kill both of those. And then he can go right there. All right, not bad. That normally is a very scary attack that can kind of destroy a lot of people, but all their units are gone. Let's drop this one first. Then we'll go for our time trick. Grab another Fallen Feline. And we'll play this last, so again, we get another copy next round.
Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time.
I think we're going to bank the mana. We could play this to give this unit a lot of stats. But we're trying to get some of our like parallel convergences. Surprising we haven't hit any of our, or any more of our crystals.
Is for Zon!
Alright, Chrono Break, that'll be handy to have in our back pocket. Let's go ahead and attack, do as much damage as we can. Potentially even ending right here. Yep. GG. Just got 4-star Warwick, got Titanic Wake as starting power. Finally beat the Karma Adventure, able to unlock Aesol. Anivia was almost smooth sailing. Nice. Yeah, the main issue with Anivia is, or the main issue with Karma is definitely Anivia, which Anivia is one of those fights that's it's very annoying because it's really inconsistent. Sometimes it is incredibly difficult, and then sometimes it's really easy. Oh, yeah, try to get all of the arcane adventures done before next patch, because there's a lot of really good rewards there. Gigantic overwhelm units turn 2. Warwick is so much fun. I've been having a blast with him. Getting more copies of Ekko, that's great. Focusing Crystal is fantastic, so this is really good. Alright, we have a lot of gold. Some things there look decent. Deep cuts. They're normally going to have more mana to try to play this, but I don't know. It is a pretty fun power, especially when they have Deadly. We are going up against Fizz. We have 4 rerolls. It's not bad. I think we'll try to reroll just so that we can see if we can get something better. Explosive Finale, not bad. We are killing some units out of combat. So yeah, it's not terrible. Titanic Wake, sure. This could be fun, especially since we were just talking about it. Summon a Clockling. If you predicted this game, summon 2 instead. Power Rift, so we would be able to play this for pretty cheap. Both these Clocklings would get the extra bonus of our Biggle Dust. We're normally going to have a minimum of 2 cost reduction for this. But do we want to draw this over some of our other spells? Like, it is extra units. I think this can be fine, but I think we're okay. I think we will get a couple copies of this, because with this having Farsight, any of our cards, such as Ekko, that have it, the Power Whip, when we draw a card, reduce their cost. This is just going to make him cost less round 1, so we can often play him for like a 0 mana, I think. So that'll be really nice. But also, since we have the, where is it? Arm to the Teeth, it's giving us extra stats as well. So that's not too bad. I think let's try one last reroll. We could go again for the Farsight, but since we just picked it up, I think we're fine. Don't want to overdo it. Create a random 2-cost spell in hand. Reduce its cost by 2. Granted fleeting. This would give us more draw. It's giving us a random thing to play. That would be a created card. I think we kind of have enough draw right now. Overall, we're doing really well. So while some of these are decent, I think we're good. Let's go for healer. Yeah, we have so much draw. I think let's get rid of the Yeti Yearling. It's okay. We might need the elusive for Fizz. Yeah, let's go right there. 31 cards, not bad. Let's go for Fizz.
Let's go paddling.
Lysandra is kind of same. Most times quite hard, sometimes incredibly easy for no reason. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. I meant Anivia, but I also did that with Titanic. Yeah, I thought you were talking about with your Titanic units. Let's get rid of Darken Heart because we know we're going to get it. Let's get rid of the Practical Perfectionist. Good card, but not what we want in our opening hand. Yeah, so we have 0 cost Ekko, which is quite nice. Let's drop this here. Because now when we play Ekko, he's going to get those extra stats. And he's going to be absolutely massive.
Back in the game.
So yeah, 20, 18. Pretty good. And let's try to get our Fallen Feline going.
Took a few timelines, but you're okay now, right?
Not so fast.
Oh, Fizz can be so annoying. So we could try to kill some units here, but I want to get some more Fallen Felines going.
I got you, little guy. Could have sworn he said something.
Alright, so Fizz will probably be able to kill some of these, but it's fine.
Just out of range.
Alright, we should have a good amount of crystals going.
Timelines, you're okay now, right?
Alright, there is one. Yeah, let's go for the Inspired Plans.
All coming back to me now.
If we play the crystal, it's going to be the last card we play. And so we get a fleeting one next round. Sure, the fact it's going to kill most of their board, and they had no mana to try to stop it, it's not too bad.
Who's hungry?
We could try to play a Time Winder here. I kind of feel like they'll be able to survive it. So I think we'll hold off for now.
Just out of range. Hey, careful. Not everyone can toss you through time.
That year's massive. So this would capture one of their units. The Time Winder would be able to kill it, but I mean, I'm not really sure if that's actually going to be able to happen. Yeah, we can go drop our Seraphine.
Doesn't have to rhyme.
Let's try to drop the crystal. Alright, so he didn't block that one. We'll try to go for the Time Winder here. And he didn't have something to block that one. Perfect. Ooh, Parallel Convergence. Sure, let's open up with this. And honestly, it's probably going to just be game. Although I guess it's going to copy Seraphine, so that's not the best.
You call?
GG. Nice. Oh.
Plenty of time for an encore.
Speaking of gigantic overwhelm units, turn 2. We pretty much had that. Actually, we had it like turn 1. Alright, that was a lot of fun. Ekko can be very good with a lot of just rare relic builds, especially the Chemtech Duplicator, because you have several different ways to get multiple Echoes on the board, and then each one of them have their own Chemtech Duplicator duplicating all your spells. Condenser is really fun with the Fallen Feline. I love getting more of these crystals and trying to just use them to dominate and wipe the enemy board. So overall, pretty solid. Report for cheating, units too big. Oh yeah, cheating in single player games. that Ekko was massive. You didn't get to play too many predicts either. Yeah. I normally don't really rely on the predicts to make my units too big. Because I know you can go for more of a scaling build with Ekko, but that's generally not what I bother doing. Yay, Stardust. Alright, so speaking of Morgana, she was actually the other character we wanted to test out today. Because I think she can be another champion that is pretty good with the Condenser. If you weren't here yesterday, Condenser was one of the relics that I pretty much never really gave the time of day, just because it really struggles being the best relic for pretty much anyone, and that is still the case generally. But I did want to actually play with it, test it out a little bit more, and try to get some builds together for some people that might just be starting out. Maybe they happen to get Condenser as one of their first relics, and they're like, hey, who can I try to use this on? So we're trying to do some different champions that we think can work for it. I think Morgana can be pretty good because there's a lot of targets for you to hit. If you hit your Lisa and Dolly, you can then play a one-cost version, get another curse going, get that crystal carrier, so like that's a great target. You can copy your blinded mystic, get another person that's going to target one of your units, target an enemy unit, gives you double targeting for your level up condition, which is great. Also, it's able to silence an enemy follower, another great target. And then if you ever get Mahira on the board, copying her would be massive. So a lot of great targets for her to get. So we're going to be going for our Morgana. We're trying to go for Scourge's Stash so that we can get her on the board a little bit earlier. And we're trying to go for Grand General's Counterplan because it's one of the best relics for her, just so she can get some more of her Dark Bindings. Now, because we're taking the Condenser, we don't have anything to help with our mana as far as to play the Grand General's Counterplan. We do have her at 4 stars, so our spells are going to cost 1 less. If you wanted, you could try to go for Archangel Staff over Scourge's Stash, so that she's going to be on the board later, but it's going to be a little bit more consistent. Here, we're going to try to see if we can get her on the board earlier. That way we get our Grand General's Counterplan activating earlier, and then our Condenser can also start working more as well. So we'll see how it goes, but should be interesting. Who do we want to go for? We could honestly go for Ekko again if we wanted. I think we'll try to go for the Ruin King. Normally for this type of build, you probably would want to go somewhere lower because it is kind of trying to show it for lower level champions. But since we have a 6-star champion, I feel like we have to try to take it into something a little bit tougher. So let's try to go here. All right, power. Let's see what we can get. When an enemy with 2 or more health is summoned, deal 1 damage to it. Chrono Breaks, level up. We don't want to get this just because it reduces our odds of drawing our Morgana. I feel like this could be fine. Let's do a reroll, see if we can get something a little bit better for us. Nature's Revenge could be solid. Counterfeit Copies honestly isn't bad. Same with Whoosh. But the thing I like with Nature's Revenge is we could have the attack token right away, immediately try to attack and get some damage down with this, so that we could drop our Morgana early to try to trigger our Plunder. One issue is quite often they're probably going to have a unit on the board, meaning this could get blocked. So I think we're actually going to go for our Disciple, even though could possibly be worse because we're getting this one every round. So I think just to try to get our Morgana on the board, let's grab this one instead. And let's go for Spiderling. Let's get rid of these 2. We honestly don't mind having double Morgana, because Morgana's champion spell is so good. So they might kill this unit, but we are going to try to attack. Fantastic. We got our Plunder damage off. We can drop a Morgana turn 1. That's going to be really good for us. Alright, so let's immediately try to lock up 2 of these. If we can keep them from attacking, they can't summon their Frenzied Skitterer. They don't have any more mana. Now, they could still summon a unit with some of their spells, but this could be okay for us.
Welcome, anguish. Truth binds you.
We would love to get the explosive finale. So we could go for one more targeting here with the Equinox. We have 7 cards. If they're willing to end, we're willing to end. Sure, we can drop this unit. Let's go for Lisa and Dolly.
Nothing lasts forever, child.
We can silence that one to get rid of its spider. That'll be very nice. Sure, let's try to drop this guy. We'll copy Lisa and Dolly, and this will be a pretty good attack. So we have another unit that can give us more. Oh, right, GG. Is this 6-star Morgana? Yes, it is. That's why our units are scaling up as we're cursing enemies. I forgot that she was going to damage the Nexus. Brittle Steel. It can be rough because, especially in these high-end challenges, quite often units have higher than this amount of health. But these 2 are kind of a little bit too unplayable for us, so I think we'll grab this. Hi, Spicy Toast. What are your thoughts on the upcoming patch? So for the upcoming patch, it's interesting that seemingly we're only getting 1 champion because they said, like, a champion is coming. So from the reveal, it seems like we're just getting 1. So that is, yeah, interesting. I wonder if, because they had to delay Mel and because of the holidays, they just didn't have enough time to be able to get enough champions done, so we're only getting 1. I have kind of mixed feelings on that, but I mean, if they only have 1 in time, then I guess there's nothing really we can do. Also, I think they said they're going to do quality of life improvements. I think they said that in their post, which is great because that's one thing that even yesterday before they posted, I was like, this game really could use some quality of life improvements in things like your rerolls not hitting the same power again. That alone would massively help the game because that's just so frustrating. There's a lot of just little things that have been looked over for so long that if they could start improving some of those, it'd actually make a pretty big impact. But I mean, quality of life could also be like the shop, the glory store or whatever, which would also be great. They say we're getting a new region, so that'll be nice. Overall, I'm excited for it. We don't really have many details to go off of yet, so it's hard to come to any conclusions yet. But we'll get a lot of information next week, so it'll be good. You think the LOR team should expand on campaign quests, for example, Jinx getting a 3-star campaign quest? It's kind of a question of priority, so that would be nice, but there is going to be an opportunity cost of that, of if they just focus on that, then they're not adding something else to the game. So while that would be nice, instead of adding like 1 adventure for 1 specific champion, I think they just want to add a adventure to the game that everyone can enjoy. So while I would like that, I don't know if they really have the resources to focus on doing those as opposed to just adding content that's going to impact more of the game. How about fixing regen items so it won't exclusively spawn on 1 HP units? Yeah, there's some little tweaks of stuff that if they could fix some of these, it would be really nice. Could it be that the Glory Shop is not coming out next patch, instead comes out at the start of the month, considering the monthlies are kind of part of it? I highly doubt that. Anything they put in is going to come with the actual patch. I don't think it's just going to come on its own at like the start of the month. I don't really think that's going to be something they do. Let's go for support champion. Teemo, Aurelia. So Teemo has a cheap targeting card. Play him for free, scale him up. Yeah, Teemo's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab him. So monastery, shop, item chest. I think we'll go for the shop. It'd be nice to get some more powers. So let's grab the bright steel. Yeah, so far every patch that's come out since they focused on Path of Champions has been pretty good. So I expect next patch to also be pretty good. But yeah, we don't really have any details at the moment. I think let's get rid of both of these. I'm actually going to hold on to Mahira. That way she can actually count down.
Catch the wind.
All right, again, we'll try to attack.
Wind howls.
You can play our Morgana. Let's lock up this unit because him attacking is just going to scale him up, which is not good for us. Oh man, that's a lot of units. All right, so we can't get everyone. Let's lock up that guy. And we can lock up that one as well.
Welcome, anguish.
All right, we'll be able to get one more unit. Oh, that sucks. Especially because we just played another copy of our Morgana. All right, a bit rough. So we could drop Teemo. They might potentially just kill him again. Let's first go for the win to see if we can get another copy of our Morgana.
Reporting in.
All right, so they blew all their mana on that. We could go for a dark binding, or we could go for Elisa and Dolly.
Okay, Double. Just like you showed me.
I think that'll be better.
Ting style.
So we could actually drop her now. I think we'll still wait. Let's start with just a dark binding. Because they still have 5 mana. All right.
Leave us alone.
Do we want to hush that? Sure. All right, let's try to fill out our board a little bit. We don't have quite enough to play her, which is a little bit sad. I think we'll just bank that mana. All right, I don't see a way that we could really get our plunder off. Let's go ahead and drop her.
Show them what it is to fall.
My shield is yours.
So we can play this one for free, lock up that target. One great thing is since we do have her at 6 stars, we are actually buffing up all of our own units every time we're targeting.
Welcome, anguish.
Or cursing, that is.
I am your truth.
Own your frailty.
Armed and ready.
Alright,
Welcome,
GG.
anguish.
Nice. So statistically speaking, a bad patch is doomed to be coming up. Kind of just depends. I think for me, not necessarily, just because any patch where it's focused purely on Path of Champions is going to be a good patch based on what I've experienced previously, because I was playing the game when we would only get one patch every 3 months that would give us something for Path of Champions. So for me at least, it's pretty hard to have a bad patch. Here, Prowling Projectile gives us double targeting, so it helps level up our Morgana faster, but this gives us draw and it would be free because of our Spell Slinger. So I think we'll grab that. Let's go for the shop. I do actually like counterfeit production. It can be nice to get a bunch of Morganas in our deck. Can cause issues if we don't get our Morgana, though. I think let's try a reroll. Sure, I guess. All right, let's go for Duelist. And while this is happening, looks like another ad's going to go through. So again, you need to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, anything. Go ahead and do that right now. We'll pause and wait for you. Yeah, pretty much every patch that's come out has dramatically helped the game. And it's been kind of crazy amount of content we've been getting. Because there's often like a new adventure or sometimes multiple new champions, and pretty much every champion that's come out has been pretty good. I'm not really thinking of any that have been, bad additions to the game. Kind of crazy how many champions we actually have at the moment. Anytime I have to do a video that's talking about all the champions, so like a build video for everyone or like the tier lists, it's always a little bit of a pain. Because there's just so many. All right, about 10 seconds, everyone will be back. From the dev video, do you believe the Poro King is getting C6? Not necessarily. Also, it doesn't seem like any of the existing champions are necessarily going to get updated from at least what their last tweet said, because they said one champion is coming over from PvP. So either they just forgot to mention or didn't try to say like, and one champion's getting updated. It seems like all we're getting is one PvP champion coming over to Path of Champions. I think Poro King will get a constellation eventually. I've been playing since the launch of LOR as a game. Still amazed that so many champions were released. Yeah, we got a lot of them. Here, let's try to get rid of Brittle Steel. I think we'll hold on to Poison Dart. Since we have Teemo, we have a high chance of getting our Morgana. All right, great. Here, they won't be able to stop everyone. We could open with a Poison Dart, but this is fine.
Fierce and fashionable, no?
All right, so we can drop our Morgana. They don't have mana for single combat. Let's go for the other Poison Dart here. These all look kind of terrible for us. Yeah, Morgana is probably going to end up dying, which is a little sad.
A cut above the rest.
Alright, so we have a Dark Binding, and we have Morgana's Dark Binding. Also, even if they kill her here, we won't be able to play another copy because we're not going to have the plunder damage. So this fleeting copy is going to get discarded regardless. I think we'll try to lock this one up right here.
Feel my pain. Truth binds you.
Alright, we'll go ahead and stun that as well.
Welcome, anguish.
Kind of figured they would try to kill her, because if they just target one of their units with single combat, it'll be strong enough to kill Morgana. I guess they still have enough mana to do that. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. So we could use the single combat to hit one of their other units and lock it up a little bit more. Or we could use this here. buff up this unit. It will single combat and kill their encroaching miss, thereby saving our Morgana. Okay, that's not too bad. These double wins, it's a little rough. We just don't have enough mana or board space, because if we play them, we're just going to get more units. Let's try to drop a Teemo.
2, 3, 4.
Own your frailty.
So she doesn't have it where she attacks. She's going to curse them yet. I'm just trying to think of how I can possibly save our Morgana.
I'll scout ahead.
I think we'll actually just attack with our Teemo for right now. Alright, that's not actually the worst.
Feel my pain. Be still.
Because now we're still going to be able to attack.
Share in my curse.
Alright, that's a lot better. We are definitely dealing with hand problems, though. Because we're generating units or cards every round.
Bear this burden. Truth binds you.
Let's use single combat right here just to lock this one up. I mean, I guess it's just going to kill it regardless.
Anguish, you will know suffering.
Alright, leveled Morgana. Like to see that. Let's go for Lisa and Dolly.
You need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain. Own your frailty.
If we attack, they're pretty much guaranteed to use their single combat, I feel like. Oh, well, let's go for it. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Huh, GG.
Our suffering was not in vain.
Based on the Noxus drive, I would be surprised if it's not Vladimir. I don't think they're going to do Vladimir this month. I think there's a lot of other champions they would have already planned, and there's other regions that need a new champion in them way more than Noxus does, because right now Noxus, Runeterra, and PNZ all have a ton. So they should be trying to hit up one of the other regions, especially like Targon is the one that needs it the most, and then Shurima I think is the next one that needs it the most, and then Freljord and Ionia. So hopefully they don't do anyone Noxus or PNZ. Definitely. It should be Targon. Hopefully. Let's go for the Quicksand, because this gets the mana cost go down to a 2 cost and then to a 1 cost, and this can target 2 units, so that's actually really good for us. Well, we should know tomorrow if it's 1 or 2 champs know. They usually post the teaser on Friday. They've been a little inconsistent on that, to be honest. They used to always post it on Friday, but we actually haven't really had a teaser in the past little while, because they've kind of just been telling us who the champions are. Let's see. Chamber of Renewal or Shop. Let's go here. Try to give our Morgana that spell shield to give her a bit more protection. And let's go for Healer. What do we want to get rid of? I think we'll actually get rid of the Pup. It's not bad, but we have better things to play. And let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
I feel like Demacia C6 champs are weak. I would disagree with that. I think 6-star Vayne absolutely annihilates everything. Turn 1, she is one of the strongest turn 1 champions in the entire game. So she's really good. And then Lux Illuminated, she can be a little fiddly at times, but I think she's pretty good. I would definitely not call them weak, especially Vayne. Let's get rid of a couple of these. While they're good, we want to be sure we get our Morgana. We like Poison Dart just because it's completely free. Alright, here we'll try to attack. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with these. They're really nice, but at the same time, I hate how they just fill up our hand and we can't really play them. Alright, let's lock up Fiora. Let's drop this here to lock him up as well. All of these are very expensive. I mean, I guess this one is Storm Calling, so that makes sense. A little bit worried that they still have the 3 mana, but let's try to lock up both of these. Their 3 mana, honestly, Meteor Shower could be good. Let's go here. Could be their free attack spell.
Be still. Bear this burden.
In the name of our land.
Oof. That is unfortunate. Thought that would have cost a little bit more. Man, that one was just 3. I guess all these other ones, we're targeting them and cursing them, whereas that one we didn't. Yeah, should have targeted that one more time. Well, rip. Alright, we're at 9 cards. Oh, the sigils are reducing that one down. That's nice. I think let's still drop this here.
Magic is way more fun in school.
Try me.
Alright, so she has a kill. If we play another unit, she technically could do that again. Which isn't necessarily the best. I think let's try to pass. Okay, they spent their mana there. Let's try to see if we can draw our Morgana. Sure, we'll just get some damage down. It'll be nice if we could get a double Spell Slinger. Not this is Spell Slinger. So we can actually play those for free. Yeah, Spell Slinger. Sure, let's go ahead and drop this here. We'll curse these 2. They're willing to end. We're at 9 cards. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Let's go for the wind. Okay, so there's Morgana. That's nice. Let's drop this one as well. Just have another unit because Morgana is gonna buff them up pretty good amount.
I am strong despite you. I am your darkness. I am your truth. Own your frailty.
So even though we're probably going to end right here, if we don't, we're going to get a 1-cost Mahira, which is going to be absolutely incredible. These guys are going to get obliterated because it's not going to be room, but don't care.
Welcome, anguish.
GG. They should get rid of the 1 damage on Gatebreaker already. It's silly to keep it at this point. Can you get Gatebreaker not from the shop? I figured you could probably get Gatebreaker from the shop. It might... I think most of them are in there. Yeah, I'd be fine if they got rid of the Gatebreaker and -1 damage. That wouldn't be too bad. I feel like Reckoner's Mark has a high likelihood of just killing our Morgana. I think let's go for the Tech Evolution to help her scale up even more. That could be pretty nice. We also just want to get more copies of her. Phalanx, not terrible. We do target some of our units occasionally, but it's not something we really do regularly. This could be something that we might be able to combo well with later, but I think I want something a little bit better for us. Gearing up's not bad. Having some more units at the start of the game to get buffed up, that can be nice. Kingpin or Spell's Chest. Don't really care about Kingpin. Let's go over here. So, Battlesmith. Basicide. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's get rid of one of the Lisa and Dollies, but overall this looks pretty solid. Alright, we'll attack like this, get some good damage down. Get our Plunder off. Drop our Morgana. Go for our Poison Dart to get another targeting off. Then we'll go for Chemtech. Alright, let's go for double Dark Binding and lock both those up. I was really hoping we could get Explosive Finale. It's such a good one for Morgana. Oh, of course, they had to have one other one. We'll let that one hit us. Honestly, we'll heal up fine with our Morgana, so it won't really be that big of a deal. I think let's drop Lisa and Dolly.
Nothing lasts forever, child. Not even pain.
We'll try to go for a Dark Binding, but with their 5 mana, they're probably going to be able to play another unit. We were hoping we could have an attack without any blockers, but yeah, seems like that's not going to happen. Alright, so they'll be able to block our Morgana, but I think it's probably worth it. It's going to be a lot of damage. The 1-cost Lisa and Dolly is quite nice. So we could do some double targeting here, but I think they'd be able to pay the price right away. But to be honest, that could be fine. If they have to spend their mana on that, still not too bad. Alright, let's do our 1 cost right here.
Magic is way more fun in school. Prepared for anything.
Alright, so she's at 9 out of 10, so when we drop her, she will level.
You cannot break a shattered soul. You will know suffering. Own your frailty.
Oh, goodness.
Share in my curse.
Alright, GG.
Bear this burden.
Nice. Oh. Yeah, I think this one is, since we're going into a 5-star Nightmare, it is a lot easier for them to kill our Morgana. And so we're not needing to rely on the Condenser as much, but it is still pretty nice to have. Startled Stomper here. Honestly, I don't actually really like the Farsight because our hand is filling up a little bit too quickly, especially from the double elusives, but I think it's still the best. Alright, draw a horn, or a hero's horn. That can be good. Although this gives us double targeting and makes the enemy discard for 1 mana. We have a good amount of copies of our Morgana, and we shuffle more. I think we'll actually go for the Reap. More Hero's Horn. Fast deal. Again, we're already kind of having too many cards. Let's leave here and see. All right, there's a smooth soloist up there. We still should have enough. Yeah, Craftsman Favor. This is what I was figuring. I was like, we might be able to get something that can help our self-targeting if we got Barrier. I think we'll still get this. We can play them for free, and it'll help our targeting. Let's go up for the smooth soloist. So Swiftwing. See ya, ALM. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. I think we'll risk actually holding on to these. These are all really good cards. Nice. We're able to get our Morgana.
Now I pack a punch. Hey, over here!
Yeah, we'll still attack with these two. While they do fill up our hand, I am worried that they'll be able to have a spell to like shut down one of them if we don't attack with both.
You cannot break a shattered soul. Welcome, anguish.
Suppose we could have tried to lock up both of these just because they would die. We have so many cards. We have too many cards. All right, so let's go for our quicksand because this can target multiple units,
Bear this burden.
which is really nice. Let's go for a hush to burst speed target that. Oh, they don't have enough cards or enough space.
This is glorious!
I think we'll still go for a shield vault because stunning this unit is still going to essentially kill it. I think let's drop one of these and potentially just let it die.
You challenge
Yeah, that's fine.
land.
All right, let's drop a Lisa and Dolly.
One day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts for. I am your darkness.
Yeah, we're leveling up significantly faster, especially with that time and dedication. We'll try to lock up one of these. They're probably going to play more.
Be still.
Yeah.
Do not look away.
Try to keep up.
Still, this will be pretty good. That's actually perfectly GG. Nice. I wonder what the next Shadow Isles champ to get a 6-star. Would love your thoughts on which one you'd think would be suitable. I would really love it if Mordekaiser got upgraded to have 6 stars. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think Thresh also could be pretty interesting. As far as a new Shadow Isles champion coming in that's not currently part of the roster, I would really like Hecarim, especially if they add Shark Chariot to his deck. I think that would be incredibly fun. That's kind of the main Shadow Isles one I'm excited about. So Shield Vault's nice to have, but with the Manifest, we're still struggling with having too many cards. I think we're still going to go for it, but yeah, we don't have the mana to really be able to play everything because we didn't go for Archangel Staff in this build. All right, Smooth Soloist. I think we'll go for Unlimited Power because this will help our mana issues. But these are also good. What do we want to cut? I think we'll cut the Brittle Steel. It can sometimes work, but... well, it's a card we can play for free, though. I think we'll actually get rid of the Soldier. I'm trying to just think of what cards fill up our hand and we don't have the mana to play because we have to play other things. I mean, Blinded Mystic is one that it is harder to play him. He does have a good play effect, which is why I've been holding him around. But yeah, I think we'll actually get rid of him. All right, Viego.
No power in this world can stop
Heck would be amazing. Also, finally gain some value out of my arcade Heckrim skin. I think I have that one in actual League of Legends. I don't think I have that one here. Let's get rid of Poison Darts and Dark Binding. We'll hold on to both of these. Right, our first spell is free. I think we'll still try to attack like this.
wind howls.
Come, the journey ahead is long.
All right, let's drop our Morgana.
Beauty, immortality.
I think we'll go for the quicksand here.
Feel my pain.
Don't mind if I do.
And let's hit this one more time so they have a harder time unlocking it. I think I'm going to Brittle Steel this one just because I don't know if we're really going to have too many targets that are at that threshold of 3 health or less. All right, let's... Ooh, well, I mean, that sucks, but it's not surprising. Let's open with a Dark Binding. Now let's go for Meteor Shower. That'll be a good one to trigger our
Be still. Feel my pain.
free spell. So we'll skip that. Although I guess Viego's gonna level up. Yeah, that's not great. I don't think silencing him for the round might make it so he doesn't get the credit for it. That's possible. Hey, Fee. Welcome. I think we'll try to silence him so he doesn't get credit for the encroaching mist dying. Hopefully that will work.
Anguish.
Prepared for anything.
All right, perfect. He still is not leveled. We really need to try to kill him. Let's drop this here to do a little bit more damage. And we'll drop this one to lock him up.
You leave me no other choice.
Let's go for Lisa and Dolly.
I need to believe that one day things will be okay.
Nothing lasts forever, child.
All right, let's go for Shield Vault. Lock that one up as well. Oh, that's rude. They're not supposed to add more cards. All right, so they are at 8. So yeah, they're still gonna have room for this. Let's actually go here.
Share in my curse.
I'll scout ahead.
All right, so a lot of damage. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, GG. Oh, fantastic. Yes, we're still testing out Condenser. All right, that was pretty good. I do think Condenser is pretty nice on Morgana. Now, we were able to normally be ending that one right around the time that we would have really started pumping out units with our Condenser. So we got to use it a little bit, but especially if you're playing a Morgana that is 3 stars or less even, this is going to give you a lot of value of making sure you get extra units. And then if you start being able to use that on like your Lisa and Dolly and especially your Mahira, than also the 4-star that we also had earlier, it is going to be very good for you. So I think pairing this with the Grand General's counter plan, make sure you continually have units and cards to play with Morgana to just keep cursing the enemy. And I think it's a solid addition. Not normally your best in slot, but if you have this relic, I think Morgana is one of the ones you can definitely use it on. Oh yeah, it is pretty good, and in some longer matches I think could really actually end up helping a lot. That was, yeah, solid. All right, I think that's where we'll leave it for today. I think tomorrow we're going to go ahead and do these 2 weekly nightmares. But I got to go edit some videos. So thank you all for hanging out for a bit. We'll be back here tomorrow to do a little bit more. Maybe we'll get some news on the next patch on Friday. We'll have to see. I mean, news on Friday for the patch on Wednesday, just to be clear. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out for a bit. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya.